We all agreed tonight, all of the speakers have agreed that America has a very serious problem.
Self-destruction, yeah, for self-destruction.
I'm against guns. I'm against people killing each other, young people like yourself. You understand what I'm saying? That's what this is about. You know she just got shot and killed, the young lady. All right? Stay away from them guns, okay? All right, young man. I've always been about, the nonviolence, as far as, the gun violence is concerned. I had a son shot and killed in July of 1999. He was 17 years old. His name was Clifford Ryan. From that, I started doing some nonviolence movements. And off and on, I've been doing it over 16 years, ever since he was shot and killed. But what prompted me to get out here with OGs Against Violence is the shootings that we had on the 4th of July of 2015, in which 10 individuals were shot, and we lost, I believe, 3 to 4 of those individuals. So that prompted me to try to get out here and to try to do something. So what I did was I wrote OGs Against Violence on a piece of paper, cardboard box, and just started walking out, talking to the youth, reaching out to them. And they embraced it because of, the fact that you're getting out here and you're reaching out to them. You're not afraid to come out here in the streets and talk to them, okay? A lot of people are afraid to do that. I showed no fear when I came out here. And when I came up, on east side of town, they were a little surprised. They didn't know what was going on. They didn't know what the movement was all about. And as time went by, they gained, they were able to understand it, and they gained respect for it because I was coming out here reaching out to them. Nobody had ever done it like that before, okay? The reason why I chose OGs Against Violence is because the youth call us OGs. And we already know that term came out of California through the Bloods and Crip gangs, in which they would call their older generations who either retired or were shot and killed. They would call them OGs, original gangster, or old guys against violence. All right, so that's where I got the term from, OGs. And I knew, like I had walked to the store one day and a young man said to me, he said, "What's up, OG?" And that's where I got the idea from, because the OG is a term of respect. That means that they respect you. When they say OG, "What's up, OG?" to you, when they're saying OG to you, that means they respect you. You see what I'm saying? It means they recognize you, as an older person, who lived that life before, who's trying to change their life around, or who used to live that life. So they respect that. They respect it. The OG term is something that they recognize. That's why I chose that title for the movement, OGs Against Violence, because I wanted something that was going to resonate with them. Instead of just coming out here and say stop the violence, I wanted to put the OG term on it so that they could respect an older brother coming out here, reaching out to them, instead of criticizing them or putting them down or disrespecting them. You come out here and your conduct has to be proper when you're addressing them. Your conduct has to be respectful. Your conduct has to show compassion and care in your heart for them. But at the same time, you want to reach out to them and you want to let them know, and you want to show them ways of taking different routes in life and really, really reaching out to them. That's why I said to you, to date, I've stopped 21 individuals from going to shoot. Okay, that's 21 individuals who were on their way to go do gun violence, and I was able to stop them through them reaching out to me. That's huge. For a young man to come up to you and say, "I'm getting ready to go shoot somebody. What can you tell me to stop me from going to do that?" And then I go into action. I want to let them know everything there is that you could possibly let them know to stop them from doing that. Most of the time, I get inside their head, by letting them know, how it's going to affect their families, how it's going to affect their kids if they got any, What's it gonna do for the city? What's it gonna do for the community? You know, you're using every tactic that you can possibly use to get them to understand that the act they're about to go commit is wrong. Okay, we know people have gun rights. They buy guns to protect their homes or to have you know, protection for themselves. But this is much different than that. This is gun violence at a random pace. Like a little 10-year-old can go buy a gun. And how does a little 10-year-old get a gun? How are you able to go on the streets and buy a gun like you're buying candy? Like the young lady who lost her life. How was she able to get that gun? Okay? And it's tragic because, you know, you wanted, you know, you wish you could have been there to reach out to her. I wish I could have been there to say, young lady, you don't need that. You don't need that gun. Okay? They think they need those guns because they feel like that's the only way they're going to be able to survive. But little do they know they don't need those guns. Okay? But we got to show them and we got to teach them. And we got to make a way for them to be safe out here. So when they see me out here with this sign, OGs Against Violence, every single side of town respects this. So when they see me out here with this sign, they do not shoot. And the reason why they don't shoot is because they respect the movement. So if I'm in an area and I'm talking to some people from that area and the enemy of that area rides by and sees me standing out here with this sign, they will not shoot out of respect for the movement. And that's what this is. This is a deterrent for them. This is reminding them not to do the gun violence. And they'll just nod their head and they'll keep riding. In acknowledgement, yes, we see you out here, brother, trying. We see you, OG, we respect it. That's their favorite line to me. We see you, OG, we respect it. And I'll let them know I respect you. Thank you for respecting it. Thank you for giving me that respect as an OG out here not to shoot. And that's very important dialect between two people without one word being said. You understand? When this young lady right here got shot and killed, I cried like a baby. I know she panicked. I know she didn't know what to do. She thought she was running away. She was trying to think to what to do. And they didn't understand that with all their training as police officers. I wish I could have been there to say, young lady, you don't need that. You don't need that gun.